In the previous episode of Hermitcraft, we created this great setup deep underground to help us with the oxidization of copper, being able to easily place it and harvest it too, and I can report that it has been a great success. Oh my goodness me, have you ever seen so much of this stuff in one place? We are going to be undercutting the competition on the server. We're going to sell this stuff cheaper than anyone else, and we got loads of it. It has indeed been a great success, but it's also been a great big derp. Whenever I undertake some large project in this game, I always double and triple check my numbers, and that never seems to be good enough. I always still make a mistake. And the mistake that I've noticed is that there's actually 3 blocks for each of these segments. So we have like a copper one there, and then the next one would be, there, and that is only 3 blocks between them, where it's supposed to be 4. If I go in this direction, you can see I've done it correctly because the copper is every 5th block. And so in the columns that come down in this direction, I think the copper is technically influencing the rate at which it can oxidize, which is not optimal, but I have realized one thing. I AFK for so long that it doesn't really make a difference. I mean, look, absolutely all of this stuff back here is oxidizing. And I also left a bunch of blocks here clustered together, and those all oxidized, which led me to think that maybe I could throw a whole bunch of this stuff down together and I'd be AFK for so long that it'll all convert anyway, but doesn't seem to be so here. However, these blocks, like all of these ones, have changed. So maybe I could have actually put these closer together and then they would still oxidize with the time I'm using the farm. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about some of the changes that I've made over here. First of all, when you're placing blocks and you reach the end of the row, there is now a note block, so you tune that instead of placing the copper blocks. I also expanded this thing an entire row, as we used to end up down the end there, but now we're going to end on this side, and that is because I actually want to tie some redstone into this contraption. So underneath all of these stone brick blocks are where our minecarts travel, and I'm kind of worried that by the time we get to the end of the contraption and activate it, that the blocks that are waiting on the ground to be picked up might despawn. So we need to change the way the minecart works here. And I came up with this overly complicated redstone contraption right here. Unfortunately, I've thought of a way to simplify this. And so here in my test world, you can actually see what this contraption is doing. It creates a pulse when the minecart goes through without an item, which is what I wanted to detect. So if we put something inside of it, the comparator on the opposite side cancels out that signal. So we are trying to detect if the minecart coming through has items or not. The problem with my circuit though is that this is a item unloader, so when it goes out, that is always going to be activated. We could solve this by having a little bit of redstone come down the side here, but sometimes you've just got to simplify the order of events that's taking place. So when we reach the end of the contraption here, we're going to have a button to press to send the minecart that will be parked here on its way. If it ever comes back to this point with items in again, then we detect that here and send the minecart all the way back round. And the reason that it might have some items in is because when we go around the second corner, we're actually going to activate that rail as we walk over this pressure plate. And that's because I want the minecart to come out while we're going through the contraption, so it will pick up some of the ones that have dropped at the very beginning. And with that little bit of redstoning, I've given myself some peace of mind. And now all of our copper harvesting is done. It all works, it's wonderful, the redstone stuff is absolutely great. And the result of that ginormous underground project is a load of junk that I need to sort, but look at that, a full shulker box of oxidized copper and then some as well. So this stuff will also go up for sale inside of the Evil Empire, and I've got so many additional materials here. I think I might do a flash sale of some of this at Deep Slate. But yeah, look at this. Chests upon chests. Or should I say, shulker boxes. Or should I say, octoboxes. But before we do anything, we need to find out what we're going to be charging for this copper. And I made some rockets, but I think I'm going to walk to our first destination and enjoy one of our recent builds. Oh yeah, I forgot to remove my spoiler scaffolding. Tango's probably been wondering what on earth that was about. And our destination is Tango's shop. There's no longer a giant boat in the sky. However, I believe his shop is actually over here at his starter base. And remember, the whole reason that we got into this is because people kept asking Tango and Doc to restock. It's like they're always sold out. So clearly, there's room in the market here. The copper is upstairs. Thank you for the sign. Up we go. This is clearly the copper bit. Okay, and it is completely empty. Now, the prices here are way, way higher than I was expecting. So 1 diamond for 6 blocks. We are going to seriously be able to undercut the competition here. I was initially thinking like maybe 3/4 of a stack for 1 premium derp coin, which is roughly 1.3 diamonds. Okay, we can clearly come up with a better price than that. Oh yeah, and I left this here a while ago. It will bring you many customers. We're potentially about to steal some customers away with the derp coin. Also, there is clearly a present here, but it's probably not for me. I'm going to leave that unwrapped. What I am going to do is just check out what on earth this thing over here is. And obviously, it's a B-dubs build just full of gorgeous texture. And I was looking at that liking and I'm thinking, it's so awesome. You can just slap it on top of any block. If they added a few more things like that, you could get so much more out of the textures in this game. Anyway, I think this is just a nether portal building, right? Although it hasn't been lit. I am always one to get distracted when I travel across this server because there's so many beautiful things to be distracted by, right? Like Gemini's base right here. It's absolutely gorgeous. And Hermitcraft is the place for contrast, right? You will just find totally different build themes and build styles everywhere. And currently we are approaching the Octagon, the other place where copper is sold. So the price here is 2 diamonds or 3 premium derp coins for 16 blocks. And I think I know what I'm going to charge now, but I'll give myself some time as we're not setting up a shop straight away. Also, yeah, we've set these up recently. And I guess this here has got on a teeny tiny bit of... Wait a minute. It's 24 for 1, not 12. What's going on there? So it's time to get back to the Evil Empire and figure out what we're going to do here. However, the Leaf Spleef tournament takes place today, so it's likely the next thing you're going to see is some Leaf Spleef action. And... no, I put that there. So there is an additional prize of a free redstone service. So yeah, lots of goodies to be won here today.
Welcome one and all to Leaf Spleef. Hello everyone. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
That's what you
All right. Well, we got quite a crowd here. We got quite a number of participants, and we got quite a number of prizes. I don't know if you guys have looked through these on the side here.
Yeah.
All these prizes will go to the winner. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I guess we should probably explain how this tournament's going to work, right? I think that's probably a good idea. So here's the thing. We're gonna have a first round free for all where everybody rushes into the arena at once. It's gonna be total chaos, and we're gonna basically rank, provide ranks to the tournament based on who dies first, who dies second, who dies third, and then it's gonna be a 1v1 tournament to the end to determine the ultimate Leaf Spleef champion. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go.
And I'm not dead. No, I'm dead. So all of that chaos helped us figure out how to do the bracket system. And as you can see, I've been paired up against Doc M of the Octagon. So it's you and me, Doc.
Sorry,
Oh,
dog.
Yep.
Oh
Come on,
God, I
Doc.
fell out of the arena.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to the other end of it. Well done.
Okay, that was smart.
Man. Pressure's on.
Good
You
start.
can do this, Doc.
I'm already at the bottom, Doc.
Okay, good.
You win.
Is it over? Cool. Yay.
Is it bad that I'm about to sneeze?
Yes.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Okay.
should
Maybe
be
that can be the
ashamed.
countdown.
Technical
Since
sneeze.
I
As you
can't
sneeze-
emergency
Okay.
mute, there may be horrid sneezing noise.
That's
Right,
the
I'm ready.
countdown. Next time you sneeze,
What
you're in.
was that? It's like a cat sneezing.
I'm ready. Do you?
Spleef. Round 2, 3.
Hey, no, that's so unfair.
That's cheesy.
Who did that? That is so unfair.
Go on.
Who's doing that? Grian. God.
It's the element of
Come on the
chaos.
playing field, man.
Go, X, go.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right, there you go.
Oh.
And he's down.
Oh, quick round. There we go.
Controversial.
And I'm out.
And he made it out.
Nice.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, they.
All right, who farted?
What, Doc? How heavy are you?
Controversial. I'm just saying. all right. GG, where you at?
So just a reminder, keep it civil. We did agree that players on the side could throw in snowballs, and so it's all for fun anyway. As you can see, I actually got paired up against Grian in this next round.
I will be commentating for Grian since he doesn't have my. I got you, G. I got you.
I don't know where he is.
I am Grian.
Oh,
okay.
Is he opposite?
Yeah, he's opposite.
There, he's over there.
Either
Okay, right. I'm
waffles.
good then. I'm ready.
Players, are you ready?
Yes,
Yes.
we're ready.
Count us in.
Grian versus Xisuma. 3, 2, 1, split.
All right, here we go.
Well, while I'm fighting right now, I just want to take this moment to announce I'm shutting down all of my shops at Bodum. And any profits that are in there. And
It's
I
all
won,
over.
Yay, me.
It's all over. Just like that.
That's big news, shutting down all the
Just like
shops.
that.
Man.
GG,
Yeah,
GG.
wow, that's
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
So, I got knocked out, and as you can see, someone did win the tournament because all of those goodies are gone, and if you want to find out who won, well, you've got to go watch the other Hermits videos, right? For now, I am going to go gather some materials as I've been doing some inspired creative building that we're going to drop into this space over here. And this is where we're going to be selling the copper, my friends. And I'm really dead excited because this is the sort of style of building that I don't normally do. And this creeper and pillager are like remarkably close. Wait, that guy does actually have a crossbow, right? Yeah, I don't want you accidentally shooting that creeper is what I'm thinking. Let's take this one out. Right. Oh, no! Oh, dang. I want the creeper. I wanted to keep the creeper. Okay, this one has a boat. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Right. Get in the boat, buddy. Get in the boat. Oh. Oh, pro skills. Okay, we captured it. Yeah, because this thing was nearby, I thought that we might be able to put it inside of the build when it's done. We'll see. Let's build this thing first. So, my friends, we are going to be building a truck. A truck with a crate on the back of it. Like the ones that you see going up and down the motorways. And originally, I was going to build this thing out of quartz, but I started to think about how it might fit into the area. And since we're going in this direction, I'm again taking inspiration from the palette over here and building something that kind of blends in with this in the background. So our truck is actually going to be big, bright, and red, and somehow I've ended up with one of these on my offhand. We're going to use a little bit of nether brick along with spruce and dark oak wood, as well as some achacha to mix in with the orange over here. And then the other complementing color we're going to have is the prismarine color, right? So this will complement the copper that's going to go on the back of our truck. Now that I fly away, this thing doesn't look quite so big. It's going to be a 13-wheeler, and I don't know what the standard is, but, you know, I'm just going by inspiration of seeing these trucks. And these are just the wheels, which is probably obvious. We're going to chuck some buttons on the side of them, and this has reminded me, well, I kind of need to take a trip to the Nether if I'm going to get enough of these, right? And as for the land around where the wheels are, I'm going to worry about that another day. I'm not even sure if the gravel will stay, but it'll actually look okay for now. What is this? This right here, it makes me think of Among Us. But I have no idea why. Anyway, you can kind of see the blueprint of the truck coming together here. I was just grabbing some of this polished basalt, which is going to go on the underside. And what you're about to see next is really going to match the palette over here. So as well as the darker shades of wood, we're going to mix in nether brick. But here's where you can see where I got the idea for the polished basalt. Well, all of this went a little closer to that creeper than I would have liked. And it's actually the back here that's going to be the entrance. I figured this could sort of open up and have a flap that comes down. But anyway, you can see the textures that are now going to tie it a little bit more to what's over there. However, what comes next is the copper. And also some honeycomb, I guess, as not everything here is just going to be the one type of copper. But this is basically a flex. We are showing off that we have plenty of copper for sale. Also, there's two creepers and there's two pillagers next door. But yeah, there's more creepers in boats in this area. Yep, that really is a total flex. And it sends a message. You know where to go to get your copper. I am, however, going to skimp out a little bit on the areas that you might not pay too much detail to. And there is actually a few more details needed here. We're going to add some trapdoors to make it feel like this thing is kind of like tied down and bolstered to the structure below. Sweet. And with that done, I guess it's time to focus on the big red truck that we're going to put at the front that pulls this thing along. So I need a lot more coal blocks, and I'm just placing them in, filling up the ground. This is all the stuff that we got from the dig below for all the copper, so kind of worked out nicely because I need a lot of this stuff. But I forgot to show you the truck right here, and now I realise it's not even finished yet. And that was it, just some trapdoors on the side there, really kind of makes a big difference. Look at the shape of this thing though, it's awesome, and originally it was all built with smooth quartz. And you might have noticed this little trick for the wing mirrors right here, right? Doesn't that look seriously cool? Oh, and I almost forgot it, but at the back here we're going to have a bunch of banners like this. And that's all we need, and again, another really nice little detail. Anyways, you probably want to know what all of the coal is for, right? Why do we need so many of these blocks? So we have this little connection right here where the trailer hooks onto the truck at the front, and I just decided to extend that as I thought it would look really nice as the floor of this container. And now for my next trick, we're going to try and lure the creeper into here. I'm thinking what I'll probably do is just have a wall of glass somewhere around here. We lure the creeper in, we rename it, and you know, it can hang out at the back of the shop. But, well, I need to put one more block there. This shop is also just 3 blocks wide, so I'm not entirely sure how to make it feel nice and interesting in here. The creeper, however, will certainly be interesting. So I think I've got what we need, an idea that could make this shop a little bit spicy. But first of all, the cuddle monster. Oh, this is legitimately terrifying right here. That was so close. Okay, so that's phase 1. Phase 2 is to break the boat and have the creeper follow me up here. And then I'm going to rock it out and I'm going to put this down. Okay, right, so that is not going to hit the creeper. That did not. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Follow me up here, my friend. Also, F3 and B, kind of distracting. I think I let it get a little too close. Right, now one thing I don't want to happen is it for wander out of here again. So up we go, and it won't despawn because it's been renamed, and oh my goodness me. Yeah, and then that. Brilliant. Okay, so we got a creeper caught in this area. It can have my piston. I don't want it back. So my idea to make things a little bit spicy, I was thinking let's not put a light in this area. Let's let other creatures spawn inside of there. Big question is, can I put my roof together without it exploding? I think I can, because look, it can't even see me right now, and I can place blocks over there. Okay, so with the roof fully constructed, yeah, you know, things are going to spawn in here potentially, and we got a creeper in there. It's not so great looking right now, I know. But yeah, maybe it'll be something to behold when you come up here and there's a bunch of them that have spawned. Anyway, we need to throw down a couple of chests, figure out our price, and get some customers over here. So now this entrance is kind of enticing with those lightning rods arranged like this, and then when you pop up into here, you got a book to read, you got barrels to grab stock from, and I've been thinking that if this creeper over here was like at the blocks behind the glass, you might be able to remove it and actually be able to stand here without it blowing up, which would be really quite scary. But anyway, let's have a read of the book because we are undercutting our competition. The price is going to be 2 premium instead of 3, which is what they sell at the Octagon, making it the cheapest on the server, and we have tons of stock as well. And there's that old thing again, rising off in the distance. Yeah, I should have taken stock of just how big this thing was last time we looked at it, because am I imagining things here, or is it getting bigger? Well, we already know it got bigger than the normal size moon, so I don't know, some further investigation I think is required here. And now we are all set up with one extra little sparkle on top. We are going to offer 3 honeycombs with every purchase, so they can head over to the Evil Emporium, and then for every copper block they can get a honeycomb as well. And of course the reason for this is sometimes you want to scrape the copper down to a different level using an axe and then honeycomb it to keep it there. Anyways, we need to put this thing on the map, and I kind of realised it's actually off of the map, isn't it? And it's going to be kind of tricky to actually squeeze the text in here. And I think that right there just about works. Yeah, it doesn't actually go off the edge there, and it doesn't really overlap with the others, so that's pretty cool. And if you're heading in this direction, you really got no chance of missing it, even though it's, you know, a little further away than when it's marked on the map. And we don't want any upset customers, so look at that. We got plenty here. I will actually stock it up to the brim, though, just in case. And there is nothing but fantastic news when it comes to derp coin sales. Premium is really moving at the moment. That's actually everything. 44 diamonds. And I'll just go ahead and drop these off over at the Evil Tower. And that, my friends, actually concludes our activities for this episode. We are ready to undercut the competition, so I'm going to be promoting the sales of our copper blocks over here to our fellow hermits, and we'll see what happens, because this stuff is always in high demand, and now we've got a lot of stock of it. But anyway, that's it from me, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in another episode of Hermitcraft. Bye-bye!